like if they mess up in lanes and there's only one hero, like Shadow Shaman beats up everyone.
Are both Pugna and Centaur then core?
I don't know. The TNC went core Shadow Shaman, I believe, in the game earlier.
They did actually.
So like
right.
I don't know. I don't know what's happening anymore. Centaur seems to be a support most of the time.
5 Don't go through in this tournament.
Yeah. Two bans Shadow Shaman.
Some people play against forward probably.
I like that pick too.
Luna?
Yeah. I don't love it against Centaur, but I like it like with the heroes they have to back it up.
Mm-hmm.
They're also short range though.
On EG?
Yeah.
They are indeed.
I don't know if that's a problem or not.
I just feel like there's going to be a lot of space on the map. Like my envision, like with the Weaver hero this game, is that he's going to create a lot of space for whatever carry is going to happen, and so I needed that carry to just farm really fast, and all the other ones were gone. Luna didn't exactly come to mind, but she fits the bill.
If they're all short range, is this the Winter Wyvern game?
No, you don't want like Wyvern versus Undying and Weaver is like not very fun. Even versus Luna is like so.
Why don't we see Wyvern anymore? It used to be such a top pick, like last week. Even.
No, I think it's the heroes being picked right now. I don't know, like when you see Undying, you don't really want a Wyvern. You see them
Same with
Weaver.
Pugna.
Pugna for sure, yeah.
Okay.
But it can probably be picked a bit more though. I agree with that. I wonder what forward. I'm just thinking of like what course they can go here. I was thinking like Tiny is not good enough. Like they need something. I want to see that Spectre level of like, you know, like. I don't think Spectre is the hero though, but Bloodseeker.
The hero I kept.
Bloodseeker Pugna has been a traditional combo. You mentioned it already.
I get like Luna like.
You can go Blade Mail. Like good against the Weaver too. Obviously.
Geniuses turn to
That hero against Undying. Ugh.
No, I mean it's the Weaver and Undying, but like she is very good against Luna. I mean I just don't know about her, like how easy the lane is going to be for her.
But I've been told from people that I trust drafting more than me that like I thought Spectre vs Undying wasn't good. They said it's like unplayable because the Tombstone gives 1800 vision at nighttime and day. So team fights like the vision part of Haunt has no effect. They can just sit on top of the Tombstone. So like during the Haunt, it just doesn't matter.
It's bad. I mean, I think Phoenix is worse though.
For Spectre?
Yeah,
I can see that.
But like they're similar things, right? Like this is ability use and like you can't really fight into it. But it all depends. Like if you get because they have every team has a lot of things they drop down, right? Like they can drop down the Rust awards, and if they drop down the Pugna award, like around the Tombstone, and then they Haunt, like they still can't fight. They have to run.
This is true.
I don't know about the lane though. Like I don't know what is EG's dual off. You know, like where are they putting the Spectre? Like what do they even want to? They wanted to lane versus Axe, I'm guessing.
Axe Weaver, but I don't know if
is that good?
I think it's Luna Undying and Axe Weaver is their combos. I don't think that's particularly good.
No, I think usually they put the Axe with their carries, so like Axe.
Oh, really?
You said that Axe Luna?
I thought it was going to be Undying Luna.
No, I think they want to put the Undying with Weaver because you can go on people like at level 2.
I think they'll more importantly match the Undying against Centaur and Axe against the Shaman. Okay. Like I think that's actually more important.
5 seconds.
Well, in any case, both teams need a mid, most likely.
Most likely. Could be Pugna mid, but probably not. They go for the TA ban, maybe a Lena coming in. That makes sense.
TA ban and the Lena pickup.
Pretty classic there.
Yeah. This could be an okay Tiny. It's like it's not good in the team fights really, but like how the fight, like I think you can always kind of start the fight with this Tiny, and there are 3 targets you one shot here, like for sure. Like the Lena dies, the Pugna dies, and the Shaman dies.
Toss in the Axe. See where that happens.
There might be something better. Just Invoker.
5 seconds remaining.
Like right now, if you're playing support Axe.
No, you're right. Yeah, I like
Invoker. Yeah.
Invoker.
Invoker it is.
That was the only one that stood out to me out of all the suggestions.
Fine to get female Invoker.
Yeah.
I feel like a while has been.
You haven't seen a lot of Invoker in general, I feel. At least not enough for my liking.
A lot of Fnatic Invoker playing versus Morphling in the mid lane.
So game 2.
Ooh, support Weaver. Core X.
It is a support Weaver. Good to note before you guys decide who you think is going to take the second game, because we hinted at a lot of problems that Forward had in the first game. One of them was laning stage. Is it solved?
got the best lane.
I think the Axe should definitely be cutting creeps, and then yeah, mid lane. God, these predictions are impossible. I mean, I'm gonna go with AG. I think the Axe will get too farmed, and like they won't get their game going forward.
Yeah. Brian,
Brian told me we need to go without gut more often.
game
Yeah.
plan for forward, is it enough?
I feel
or
like the
not?
only way forward wins is by getting on top of Luna, and they have Axe, Undying, and most likely Coswex Invoker this game, and I hate Spectre, man. I think
And
they're
it is a
garbage.
support centaur, so he's not going to have an early blink as well.
Yeah, I'm going for UG as well.
Whew, I'm wondering, is there maybe a couple of forward fans on our caster desk, Francis Iori? You think that they can tie the series? Come on, sound a little bit more convinced.
As much as I like to be a contrarian Sheever, I don't know. I worry for resolution this one. I
Oh,
feel like it
please.
could be similar to last game. What you got the
It's
forward?
fine. It's fine.
It's
Fandom over
fine,
here.
says
Who
Trent.
won game one? Pugna won game one. Where's Pugna now? He's on forward gaming, so clearly they'll be victorious. I mean, it's simple math.
It's that easy.
Simple math, any math. What could possibly go wrong? See you after the game.
All right. Well, Trent, I don't know. It's pretty up-tempo for EG. You got a Luna, you got an Undying, you got
Fancy
an Axe,
caster word there.
and a
mister.
support Weaver.
Yeah.
They're ready to put the pedal to the metal, big boy.
Yeah, okay. Well, Luna draft, I did really like the Invoke. I mean, I liked all the suggestions. They were on point there. That panel, I mean, round of applause there. They were sniping those picks. They saw all the good heroes in this one. Goodness gracious, can't wait till there's a new patch and the panel is actually hired again.
Yeah, imagine that. Definitely options for forward this game. I'm hoping Rezo can do okay with this Spectre, but she's going to need a little bit of time to come online.
Yeah, I thought that the logic
30
in the
seconds to battle.
core Axe and the support Weaver was that they were assuming it would be a Spectre in the Radiant offlane, like the way the EG tend to run it. So I thought maybe forward we're going to try and mirror that and try and play it up top. And then with that way, they'd have the Luna and the Undying versus the Spectre. So it looks like that might end up happening. I don't know. He's still going back and forth here on the Spectre.
Undecided. Now headed back down bottom.
I mean, NSS is trying to scout. You can see he's gone very deep up inside that dire jungle to find any heroes, and EG just giving up the top two runes to not alert them as to any of their laning presence.
Yep. Even spread as the bounties spawn, and these initial lanes will be figured out. Resolution will indeed commit to the bottom. No surprise to see Lena headed mid, and that means it'll be a Pugna Centaur off lane forward here. The EG lanes may be a little bit more predictable. It'll be Luna and Undying up top.
Well, SVG, they have this very cool ward inside their own jungle. A little unusual, right? You're like, oh, why would you ward there? Well, it's an Axe. He's trying to come and cut, and SVG is on it instantaneously here.
See if S4 can actually get away with this. It was a Sunstrike there in the mid.
Yeah, it was a nice little attempt there. And they're still battling up here with SVG and S4.
Yep, we got our split screen on right now, but S4 and SVG both very low. Give you the radio play-by-play as we look at how everyone else is getting settled.
It's not going to wind up. They'll just trade down to about 20% HP each and go their separate ways with 5 more tangos.
S4 did clear out the wave, though.
In the inventory. He did indeed. Very frustrating to play against this Axe.
Got 3 of the 4. He's quite grateful for that farm that he's found.
Yeah, and the salve from Crit.
Also
Even more
grateful
so.
for that. So hiding in the trees, he will pop out, find some creeps, and oh, hello there. Some extra farm.
Now, he thinks he's being sneaky here, but that ward is spotting Crit at the moment.
Yes. Crit on the way in, ready to put some pressure on SVG. This level 1 Shadow Shaman hit by the bugs.
Oh, I don't think that's how we saw that playing out, considering he had the vision. Oh,
Not
maybe he'll
gonna
be
go down,
survive.
though. He's going to be all right.
SVG God looking at pushing it right to the limits, this guy. And unfortunately, in the end, he doesn't do any harass back. Takes a lot himself, and at least in the very top lane, it seems Arteezy's getting harassed up some.
Yep, see him pushed back by MSS here. Fly getting a couple of extra right clicks in. Universe going for the Q. Ending up pretty all right for Resolution, though. Leading the last hits right now. Looks like he's not struggling at all trying to get these creeps under the tower.
Yeah, he's got his Quelling Blade. He's got a Stout Shield. He'll be okay in the end here. I mean, Rezo obviously one of the better CSers around there. CISCSer.
G will rejoin the party back down bottom as he TPs in. Now towards the mid, Crit gearing up for a rotation. Shikuchi forward, you are very far forward. Cold Snap to get things started. This looks like it'll be an easy one for EG as the forward mid gets brought down. First blood drawn by the Weaver.
Gotta love that they're giving us what we wanted. For the Hassan Bowl, we get them versus each other again in the laning stage, and once more it's Sumail coming out on top.
At least for now. Back down bottom, S4 still doing a nice job cutting this creep wave, trying to put as much pressure as he can onto SVG, but good positioning from the Rasta near the tower, so S4 can't commit for a kill.
It's so frustrating because there's just nothing you can do. Once he's this battle hunger, he can kill virtually any support that comes in this lane, especially if he gets any semblance of a level advantage over top of him on this axe. And that's virtually guaranteed as long as he gets that first wave.
Yep. It's even a level 2 battle.
Oh, he's got the ring of health delivered from the courier now too. Like, you can't even zone this guy out now. Like, sure, he has 1 tango left, but level 1 Ether Shock's not going to be enough.
Oh, we've seen this story before. Mid lane, this time UR does connect with an LSA. Sunstrike, it's on the money.
Cool guys.
Sumail rubbing it in.
They don't even look. Turns his back. See you later, brother. Back to the well you go. And this is the power of these maneuverable heroes that always get picked with this axe, who cuts the waves like this, is because you just want to be able to go from that bottom. If the axe is successful, he doesn't need your help. You want to rotate to another lane, be able to help out some kills, especially the mid lane. And remember, they've had this ward here, right? And it's still not enough.
Yeah, it's even close to expiring. Hasn't really turned the tides at all. Back up top, Fly taking some damage, though Universe pretty much out of mana here. Does have a couple of stick charges. They are doing a good job slowing down Arteezy's farm. 12-2 right now in the Dire safe lane. Not the dream.
Yeah, very much true. Unfortunately, it's kind of an odd trade-off because it's going to Universe, so the Pugna, it's like not a very mobile hero in terms of like targeting enemy heroes. However, he can try and close out some of that map space. So perhaps if this Pugna keeps going the way he is, maybe he can close down that tower in the top lane, rotate mid, try and create some space for URs. He does catch an LSA there in the mid. Sumail, but
both supports now rotating over. Crit lingering nearby. SVG has dropped down a sentry ward. Weaver needs to be a little careful. He's going to come charging in. There is a shackle. You are now on the way. LSA to follow up. Has the Dragon Slave. Ether Shock. There'll be a little bit of vengeance for this Lina as she gets the first kill up on the scoreboard. Forward.
Nice play. Predicting again that he'd make that rotation. Seeing him coming through with the vision, and then also playing it real cool as he Kuchi'd under the sentry for a little bit. But the bounty runes,
Rezo grabs one. Looks like
I
SVG will grab the other.
4
for forward at the first spawn. Okay, well, that'll give them a net worth lead, actually.
There you go.
Pretty nice. But Vanguard for S4. So Axe
Arcane.
now even more difficult to deal with.
Arcane's for Universe, though. I mean, that is something. In combination with the Centaur onto this Luna, they might be able to bully Arteezy out of here. Fly.
They're looking for the wraparound. First, hiding in the tree line. It's the ultimate from the Spectre. She's going to haunt up top onto Arteezy. They want this, but can they find it? Soul Rip from Fly buys Arteezy a little bit of time. Stick charges as well. The Decrep sets up the stun onto Fly, and instead they'll have to settle for a kill on the Undying. Not the high prize target they were hoping for.
Yeah, and they might have lost their Catapult, but they do have a Pugna. So maybe they can still turn this into a bit of damage in that top tower. As S4 continues to cut the waves there.
MSS, yeah, he's going to get caught. Arteezy looking like he'll be able to bring him down. It's a little bit of extra time. Compliments of the Decrep, but that's up for a Lucent Beam that secures the kill.
I believe he just got mangoed by someone, didn't he, for that TP? Or for the Lucent Beam. That's very nice.
Now SVG in some trouble. There is a shrine available.
Oh, but there's an Invis UR coming through.
For opting to about face. Knows Yawar is missing as Resolution comes in with the dagger. There's the LSA, and this Axe is finally going to get punished. Shackles. They will bring him down.
So they traded all of this Axe farm for all this Spectre farm. And what's happened at this point? The Spectre went top, got a kill, came back to farming. And now the Axe has been picked off by the mid hero on forward, kind of popping that bit of a gold pinata starting off. So what matters when you give these free lanes is who's able to actually exert that power over the rest of the map. But Arteezy fighting back despite the pressure into his own lane.
Nice stun from MSS on 2, keeps Universe alive. Sunstrike, not even going to need it. Arteezy able to grab him with another Lucent Beam. 4-3. EG reclaims some momentum. Might even look for a go onto MSS. Kind of limited on slows here,
but a bold maneuver there.
Crit on his way in, gets stunned under the tower. Double edge, that'll be the end of Crit.
Speaking of bold, they don't have a sentry. They're probably going to know that ward's there, though, just by the way they played that, I feel like. And yeah, a worthy tip.
Talk about your all-time backfire.
feed my enemy in lane. Thanks a lot, Crit.
And MSS tips Sumail. Okay. Now, oh, it was the pre-tip. SVG comes in to set it up. Follow up LSA. There's the Laguna, but Fly with the Soul Rip keeps his mid laner alive. There better be a tip back the other way.
Down the bottom lane, too. S4's just playing under the tower, right on top of Rezo, trying to deny creeps in his face. Knowing that there's not going to be any rotations, but then Crit comes through as well. And now he just feeds bottom lane. Crit, what's going on, buddy? I know you're a support Weaver, but you need some levels, dude. You're level 3 at 8 minutes?
Just
that
like
Chikuchi cooldown's a bit long for that.
I mean, just like that, Resolution is having one hell of a laning stage right now. 8 minutes in, he's already got his power treads, the Radiant's queued up, 4,200 net worth, leading the charts, 400 up on the Axe. This is great stuff for the safe lane Spectre.
Yeah, the concerns will be coming through with the next Sunstrikes, likely, right? As the Exort starts to stack up on Sumail. Call, Sunstrike should be the bread and butter way to try and lock down Rezo. And Rezo's got to wonder, like, how much longer can I stay here? Because it's starting to feel dangerous with how aggressive S4 is playing, and Fly coming through here, too. Ooh, with this Tombstone, he might not even get a chance for a TP. He just has to make sure he's ready to dagger.
There's a potential haunt available here for Resolution to make the great escape. Take this tower down, open up this jungle a little bit.
Pugna's not level 6, though. Maybe this fight's a little easier with some life drain.
Definitely so. Fly with this nice aggressive positioning. Rezo pings him out. They'll find him, takes a decay. Tombstone breaks down the trees.
Oh, that was his dagger committed.
There's the haunt. He's going to reality to Arteezy in the jungle. Arteezy doesn't have enough mana for the Eclipse with the stick, but he needs the vision. Rezo, he's playing some ring around the rosy.
Backup coming through, SVG.
Sunstrike, not on the mark, but Sumail's made the rotation. There's a tornado. We'll be able to get into the Ghost Walk. Right, head back to safety. Meanwhile, that bottom tier 1 goes down as Universe grabs that tier 1 tower up top.
All right, Rezo just chilling up top for a bit until he's ready to TP at his backpack, and down bottom he'll go to grab that. So, well, in the end, they still secured the tower down bottom, although they didn't get a kill. So nice way by Rezo to at least prevent that. It does now put S4 to the top of the turrets here.
Crit with TP out. Okay. Good wards, or at least a singleton ward from EG in the enemy jungle.
This tome is going to be very important here for forward gaming. Trying to get level 6 here onto MSS. Give the Centaur Warrunner a chance to enable his Lina. Another hero that's somewhat like the Troll Warlord, very notorious for needing quite a few items, but certainly comes online a lot easier and can actually participate in little skirmishes and ganks when she has some things like a Haste Rune or Stampede, plenty of burst damage.
I think they might give the tone to the Shadow Shaman. He's actually level 4 himself, and he's the one that's picked it up right now.
I feel like he might just be buying for MSS, honestly, so he sells Blink Gold.
Yep, totally possible. They will get another kill on Crit up top, so MSS finding a pick-me-up there, halfway through 5. 800 gold in the bank.
And S4 just continuing to play so aggressively.
Now a smoke from EG, Arteezy and Fly smoke up on their high ground near the Ancients. Looking for a potential rotation. Not going to find it mid. They'll have to venture into enemy jungle territory. They want to make that happen. Instead, they're going to head up top. MSS and Universe relatively far forward here.
There's a fresh medallion here as well onto Crit. I mean, benefits of playing a support that doesn't need boots. So if this fight kicks off, that will help to chew through the Centaur and Pugna.
Easy does have an Eclipse. It'll be deployed. They jump in onto MSS. They'll be the first one to go down. Now Universe with the TP out. That tornado. It's a little guy. A little millimeter.
It was just a bit off. Not quite enough in the tank there from Sumail.
Now, Rasta Ward's mid.
Nice stun.
Fly. He's going to get caught by a Laguna. Shackles. That'll secure the kill.
A Tombstoneless Undying TP's into your lane. Not the most terrifying thing.
I like this play, though. SVG was the one to use the tome.
Yeah,
secures
it
the
paid
ultimate,
off.
and they might be able to get the tower out of this. Sumail drops the meatball from the skies, but now he gets caught by the Shackles. You are low on mana, but plenty of damage. It's Universe brings him down. Arteezy trying to pull the creep wave off, but you're not going to stop this Pugna and his Nether Blast from securing your tower.
Yeah, don't need the Stampede with a Haste Rune, so they make it work. And speaking of runes, it's going to be a regen top for UR too. Bottles that up. And, well, you could think about it going to Crit potentially. He is showing up near that top wave, but they're just going to happily let MSS continue farming, it seems. No real threat to his life.
Mask of Madness up on Arteezy. Farming tool for him as he clears out the jungle.
Yeah, he's plenty of slots down on the old net worth chart behind the Spectre, but he's not that far behind, but 1,500 gold. It's not the end of the world or anything, but obviously Rezo having a much better game at this point. He is under vision here, a very sneaky ward spotting where Rezo's farming, at least in the area now, just outside some sentries here.
Well, EG smoke up again, trying to put this ward to good use. S4 ready to show off this blink dagger now.
They're being backed up here, though. I mean, supports are nearby. Everyone's kind of here right now. This won't be a good fight for EG.
Get a ward down outside of the tree line.
Oh,
now
they smoke.
forward smoke up right next to it. All of them were in fog, but Fly on the high ground gets the tombstone down. LSA, a lot of burst damage.
He knew he was just dead, I think. Well, S4, though, I don't know about this one.
Sunstrike will connect on SVG. S4 is still pretty healthy. Crit on the back line, throws some bugs. Laguna Blade gets mitigated by the Yules. That was not ideal as SVG gets dunked. They'll still find the kill onto S4, but all 5 of forward have rotated for this. They get a 2 for 1.
I mean, they're kind of there anyway. I think that's totally fine.
That's true.
A bit of an odd go there. Especially, like, I get Fly because, like, the smoke's popping, but I guess they just thought there were less heroes in the area. Not expecting so many to be there, so.
Don't necessarily expect all 5 clumped up like that at 13 minutes. Somewhat atypical. Rezo making a lot of progress towards this relic. Only 800 gold off that first piece of the Radiance.
And that's
kind of the dream for the Spectre. He's gotten a lot of space.
Well, it comes to that clumping, as you said, just like they're playing in this area where they're intercepting these ganks that are meant for Rezo, essentially. They're hoping to kind of scout out that area, see no one, and then perhaps find themselves a very quick grab onto Resolution using that Sunstrike, but...
Was that Yule's Laguna just a misclick there? Did
I know, it looked very odd.
I thought I hit a lag spike or something, but...
I think he went for the Laguna and then realized that he might be able to save SVG if he used the Yules, so then he used the Yules, but yeah, it was really weird. Pretty sure it dodged the damage.
It did. Yeah, almost positive it did. S4, blink dagger over the tree line, looking for an initiation, but it's going to go the other way. He'll get hexed, surrounded by wards. Now the LSA follow up, Laguna to the face. This time it connects, and S4 gets punished, but 6 feet under. Forward. Take a few steps forward.
Yeah, snakes are used for the kill, so at least that can perhaps mitigate any sort of push in the top lane, but thankfully they also have a Pugna. So they can have that. No Nether Ward. But that means he's got a lot of damage.
Whoa! Weaver walks away, double digits of HP, but close one. 3K net worth advantage for this Radiant squad.
Very aggressive vision here from SVG too. One ward expiring near him, but one place further in. Trying to protect himself as he put a couple shaman punches into that tower. And although that ward's still scouting Rezo, he's still farming. It's not slowing him down at all.
Nope.
This isn't the Morphling that just gets the random Sunstrike deaths.
No, certainly not. MSS having a pretty good game himself, now very close to the blink dagger.
Now,
there's a turning point for the Centaur.
Crit kind of baiting under the tower here almost, but he gets decrept up, dusted too.
Able to make it back.
Is there any hope of a fight though, is the real question. I mean, they have most of the tools here, right? From EG.
Another deep ward from Fly, although unfortunately it is in place of a sentry. Likely to be scouted out, but EG with the right idea, looking for opportunities to try to hunt this Spectre.
But that defensive ward here, how much that shrine been warded up almost for the entire game. Helping Resolution is he's just about there, and this Radiance is going to be coming online before Arteezy would, well, generally be ready for it, but he's gone for a pretty budget build here. The Mask into the Lance, and then right for a BKB.
Just needs to survive. Set up onto the Undying. Yawar with an LSA, sees Arteezy nearby, just backs out. Meanwhile, up top, another Dust used on crit, but he'll be able to Shikuchi away once more.
He's been holding this tower for so long versus like 3 heroes at Forward Gaming. They don't have quite enough catch to go right into the tower. And they also don't want to commit maybe when they don't have the best vision in that top area. They see behind the tower, but I'm not sure if they can spot exactly who's lurking, like kind of where Sumail's playing right now in S4. Arteezy getting a lot of space. That dire triangle certainly paying dividends towards him. He's nearly caught up to the Spectre. He's close about 500 gold on the gap, so
yeah, I mean that's
only 1K to go.
Kind of the power of the Mask of Madness. Now, you think of it as that fighting tool sometimes, but it's a great farming piece in scenarios. To run around the jungle a little bit faster, obviously increases your DPS quite a bit. See some Rost awards deployed to try to finish off that tier 1 bottom. That forces a flip. Now up top, Universe goes in onto the Weaver. Time lapse. Arteezy looking for the Lucent Beam. He finds it. That'll be the end of the TP. And Universe will have no chance to survive. Eclipse plus bugs means the trees aren't going to help you too much.
Yeah, 0 hope on that one. Another kind of powerful part of this support Weaver, Vision. I mean, not a lot of Vision supports left in the pool these days. We, of course, saw the attempt for Milan on the clockwork. Didn't go too well for him, but aside from that, no one else really bringing the Vision game. But this Weaver gets it done with the bugs. Really helps getting those tree lines.
Having to go onto S4. He'll be able to blink back to safety, but Fly caught by a Hex. Now the Stampede.
Yeah, I like how they just ignore him, because you want this high-price kill.
They really want S4. Looks like they're going to find both. The Yules sets it up. Laguna Blade means they're not messing around. No room for EG to come in and turn this. You are now on a killing spree. Great start for this Lina. Blink, Yules, now BKB queued up as they smoke in the mid.
Yeah, now we're just looking for a fight with this Radiance, right? You just want to get aggressive, create some sort of a chaotic moment there where EG kind of has to decide if they're going to commit or not, and then the second they're fully in, the Haunt comes out. Tons of damage early on in the game, no BKBs to slow you down. And I'd like to see some dust on that Spectre too, just in case they run into some issues with that Invoker.
Still not a huge lead for Forward, though. Feels like they've been kind of setting the tempo a little bit the last 5 minutes or so, but EG hanging in there. It's still only a 2-3K net worth lead.
Yeah, I think it's because every time you look at Arteezy and Sumail, they're hitting creeps.
Yep.
Non-stop.
Oh, mid lane, S4 sets it up onto SVG. Nice Sunstrike into a dunk. Easy pickoff. But yeah, you're right. These two cores have really been farming nicely. Keeping up with the new fashion on Invoker. No Handamitis, just going straight to the Aghanim Scepter, and now also BKB queued up for Sumail.
Yeah, no doubt the most important item in this one for them. Try and stem the bleeding in this bit of a mid-game when the Lina really wants to get rolling. And while speaking of which, you are also thinking the same way. Heading towards a very early BKB of his own. So with all these BKBs coming out, what do we got that's actually piercing through there? It looks like it's just Axe. Nothing else that's really going to have much of an impact.
Sunstrike, yeah?
Yeah, that's also true.
Big one.
Yeah, that's fair. We'll allow it. We'll count it. More control, but okay. You know, right clicks go through BKB too.
Wowzers. Okay.
Not a lot of like Roche threat really from the Radiant. The best shot they would have would be with the Snakes. So if they can force EG into a spot, like they have very good forward vision now, it would be risky, but I'd say doable to go for the Snakes in a situation like this. They're not like a super hard commit. I think they're going for it. They're pinging right now from NSS.
Pretty scary against the Invoker, though. You just toss a Sunstrike in there, give you a free scouting tool. A little risky for my blood.
It doesn't really seem necessary, and now with the BKB, oh, they really don't want it.
Oh, that ward.
Okay, this is the big fight now. So what do they see at the moment? They can spot SVG. Thinking about initiation here. S4 getting closer, but now they see MSS too.
X onto the Weaver, get things started. There's the Haunt. Wards come down. Huge setup from MSS. They get one. They get two. EG on full retreat on the back line. BKB used by Arteezy. They've lost S4.
The Eclipse did nothing. Self-Yules from Yawar.
Right as the LSA. It's going to be 4 down on EG.
Oh.
Forward Gaming break this wide open, and now they'll get a tier 2 mid. A 2K net worth swing and crippling fight for the Evil Genius.
I think maybe EG thought they were in the Roche pit and they were kind of getting ready to set up there. So like in that mindset, you're thinking, okay, SVG is just out here kind of scouting and being a body block. Let's quickly kill him and move in towards the Roche pit. That kind of looked like the play, right? And then you're maybe waiting for Tornado or something because you think the heroes are in there. But what a jump from MSS. I thought he was getting a little bit late. He's waiting, and then finally that perfect moment hits on 4 heroes, and the damage from Rezo just starts stacking up so quickly.
Unbelievable from this Centaur. They won't be able to do too much to the high ground. They chip away at that tier 3 tower. Forward, going to count their blessings. They will back up just a little bit here. S4 TP's into the shrine. He's surrounded by enemies. Might not even know it. MSS looking for the stomp, but he's able to blink down to the low ground. They'll set it up onto the Shadow Shaman again. The easy combo. There is also a Blade Mail out on the Axe, so they can continue to rinse and repeat with that strategy. Now on the pursuit of Universe. Not going to blink up to the high ground.
Yeah, MSS that was there trying to guard SVG while he's trying to
They know Haunt is down. They know wards are down. Now EG are going to be the ones to walk into the
And they can do it much faster. They don't have to commit all too much at all.
Medallion, Alacrity, plus Luna Aura. Yeah, Roche is dead.
I love those zombies tanking it up too. Makes it very low risk.
Man, a step backward for EG, but very nice to secure the Roche like that. will go to the hands of Arteezy, and also this Aghanim Scepter on Weaver, that big core item for support Weaver we always talk about, 1,200 gold
Are
away.
you saying it was 1 step forward and then 2 steps back? Is that what you were going for? Yeah. Missed opportunity.
No. Tier 1 mid falls as well, so opens up this Radiant side of the map just a little bit more.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
We've got a real game on our hands. Forward still with the lead, but
Yeah.
EG not out of it yet.
Another quick spike here, though, from Rez. I feel like he just kind of got that Radiance fight. Now he's already up to the Manta, too. Really increases his overall damage. BKB for UR as well. So they still want to try and push things. Try and find another fight. I think Universe is kind of peaking at the moment, right? He's going around getting these last couple towers. Certainly doing much like S4 did in the previous match. And what a recovery from Crit. You know, gotta give a little bit of props to a guy that gets shut down so hard, so early on in this game, and now he's suddenly one component away from an Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah, very impressive farm here. Nipping at the heels of that Centaur in terms of supports.
I will say a lot of the damage and focus from Forward Gaming is AoE, though. This isn't the best game I've ever seen for a Weaver Aghanims.
I guess Laguna Blade, kind of their big burst piece, but
And also just like, most importantly, it's like if they catch Sumail +1, you're just going to try and save Sumail. You know, you just got to identify who's the right target in that hoof stomp and getting focused down here by the Lina and try and get the save on there.
well, the Spectre Classic, 4-hero smoke, while old Spectre farms the jungle. They'll get a deep ward down. And our button on the coast. It's a good one.
Very
Tier
practical.
2, very practical. Yeah. It's a real bargain.
Yeah, S4 just trading in the top lane at the very least, so they get something out of this. All the tier 2 drops, but
The last outer tower for EG. Butterfly queued up for Arteezy, about halfway there as he continues to farm out the Dire jungle. Forward, they want to keep this a high-octane game. They're moving around, they're hunting, they are hungry for blood, Trent.
from here, this game, like, they've now taken care of all these towers, as you said, so now we start looking like how much can they influence the lanes, can they put EG into awkward positions. Xiaoshan's kind of okay at splitting, Centaur's alright, they're kind of like these mediocre wave pushers. Lina's definitely one of the better ones, but also into a build where it's going to be really difficult for UR to get into like boots of travel really, so I don't know, it's difficult to keep the waves in full control for them, especially when S4 is just going to be doing these cheeky little wave cuts and stuff, and even at this moment, giving some protection over to Arteezy.
Movement towards Crit down in this bottom lane, but he'll Shikuchi back to safety as the Spectral Dagger flies through.
So they see UR mid, and they see Rezo bottom. What are they going to do? Arteezy just deciding he buys his BK or his butterfly, and he moves
already
into the tower. He says, you know, I'm going to force something here.
Butterfly and Aghanim, some big items for EG. Definitely getting the better of this last window in terms of farm. That gap is closing, and quickly. Forward have been moving around on the hunt, not really prioritizing farm nearly as much, and that'll be a free tier 2 up top for Arteezy, left completely unchecked.
Yeah, that's about 3K of the lead lost now for Forward Gaming, and it's in a very big way, as you were just pointing out, all those items, and then add on top of that the 10-second BKB now available for Sumail. So everything coming together here for Evil Geniuses.
The Aegis, they've got almost exactly a minute, and that guy will be reclaimed.
Rezo very correct in his circling there. We've got the majority of those EG heroes. They are playing up in the vicinity. And Arteezy revealing himself there on the wave. So, the question is, what do you want to do about this? You have the haunt. I mean, you can help get yourself a good jump. They're sending in a MSS illusion, maybe hoping to bait something.
I think you want to wait out the Aegis at this point if you're Forward. Less than a minute to go.
Certainly not falling for any sort of... Yeah, they're just cutting the waves. I love this.
I mean, I don't know how long you want to wait, though. This Luna is farming at a ridiculous rate right now. He just picked up that Butterfly, not that far off of a Satanic.
Yeah, they're locking Forward Gaming out of this part of the map. Like, they have the Shrine in there. But they, of course, you just can't go in there, can't Power Rangers your way in. So the only response really from Forward Gaming is to just head bottom and start chipping away at this tier 3. This is the only way to draw them back. Forces out, and they're going to use the offensive lift, actually. I guess defensive and offensive at the same time, really.
Yeah.
It's keeping that wave going bottom.
It's just a darn good glyph there.
The value. I tell you, all right, Sumail will head back.
Yep. You have to clear this up.
They timed this Aegis.
On the other side, though, MSS jumps in. He's got no support inbound. He's going to be all alone. BKB does get used by Arteezy, but MSS goes down immedially. Now back on the other side. They are going to find S4 indeed. They'll go 1 for 1, and the tier 3 does go down. Sumail can't clear out the roster wards fast enough.
Okay.
But Arteezy gets the tier 2 mid, so not a bad trade for EG, but got to give the edge to forward.
Yeah, 100%. That was quite the play. So they find S4 and they decide they're not going to use the haunt, even though MSS runs in. It's like, if MSS gets a 3-man stomp, maybe we can start TPing, use the haunt and everything. But it's not perfect. He forces out a kind of bad BKB from Arteezy, has to play it very defensively. And then they say, all right, you know what? We're just going to secure a tier 3, and we're going to kill S4. Sorry, dude. Support for core. We're calling that a good trade at the end of the day.
Now more rotations. EG still in this very aggressive posture. They've got great vision on the plateau. They can see all these movements. And SVG, well, he's going to get rid
How
of it.
about Rezo? Speaking of plateaus here, he's down in the valley.
Well, they see him, and this time Haunt not going to save you. No enemies to jump to as they're all in hot pursuit. Bug's going to give them the vision they need to try to chase him down over the trees. Rezo's still very tanky, though. He's got the Heart of Tarask up to 3,600 HP on this Spectre. Not an easy target.
Everyone has rotated down here. We got ourselves 10 heroes. Least played part of the map. Radiant scan, seeing maybe if there's going to be a Weaver scouting forward, a smoke perhaps. And at the same time, all they can think is, that Roche may respawn in another minute and 20. All the encircling from Rezo, and there's the smoke. Who is going to be the forward hero here?
Just out of vision of that ward on the high ground, plateau that we were just talking about.
But the courier comes right back through that ward, so they're going to know.
Okay. They should be suspicious at the very least, though EG will rotate through and head to the other side of the map. Baiting with Arteezy here.
This is the next level play for sure. It's like, if someone TPs to this shrine to try and farm, we'll get them.
Ward on the high ground gets pinged out. They've got the sentries down. Vision will be reclaimed. They did not... oh, they put a new observer up. Okay. More vision for EG in this area. They've also got a fresh ward kind of in the lane here, covering all their base.
Yeah, he planned that while he was smoked too, so that one might go undetected, even though this one, of course, is much more obvious there. But the line is drawn. Bottom once more. I mean, they have snakes and a Pugna. Very dangerous here. Pugna's going to have to wall himself over there if he wants to help out, but I'm sure SVG will be enough to threaten something here.
Well, they find a catch in the mid lane. It's going to be on the Luna, the high price target, and they'll bring him down.
There's no buyback there either.
Why? Also going to be caught by Resolution.
No,
the Haunt reality.
He's caught too.
Oh no, EG, the BKB from Sumail. He's able to blink back in time, but can they still bring him down? He's on the run. Ice wall used. MSS, he gets pushed back and disarmed. Meatball flies.
Oh, but
SVG looking for some shackles, but he can't get it. Bottom barracks stay standing. Melee took about half damage.
Looks like SVG must have dropped the snakes there.
Still great stuff for forward.
Yeah, pickoff just happened too fast for Arteezy to react. Now another 30 seconds. Rezo confidently taking the high ground here. And what are the answers? You don't have a BKB on your Invoker. You don't really want to commit to too much.
Look at these siege creeps along, trying to push back Rezo. He's just going to focus down these barracks. Loses some mana, but not too upset about it.
I mean, a Nether Ward, combination of the Pugna, the Nether Blast, that one's just theirs.
Double Radiant siege creeps coming in, and they're going to add some extra damage. This is going to be a lane of barracks in favor of forward. The 5-0 and 8 Spectre continuing to dominate.
They did such a great job of positioning on that high ground and dominating that whole area. They were shutting that out from forward and saying, we're going to own this, and we're going to therefore help control the Roche pit for ourselves when this comes back. It could be a while, it could be a very short time. It ends up being a relatively long spawn, about a minute 40. But now
Stampede.
another one.
They jump in onto S4. MSS with the initiation. SVG with the follow-up. The Hex, the Laguna. It's a dead axe.
The chain stun, it just keeps happening. Just like it did for Arteezy. 100-0, no chance to react.
Fortunately for forward, a minute and a half until Roche respawns. Would have been a big opportunity for them to grab an Aegis and Shees of their own.
I'd like to see them take this moment, though, where they're not ready to fight and maybe start thinking about the shrine. EG are smoked up here, though, at least on fly.
Still a scary time. This Luna, if you can control her like that, she doesn't seem so strong, but remember, he's got a BKB with an 8-second charge and a full Satanic, neither of which were used in that last gang.
Down here for Universe, stacked up another one. Level 2. And now it's their turn to hold the high ground around the Roche pit. Control where EG can go, and And much like last time, RTZ trying to bait something out here. Of course, I'm assuming they were hoping for an Aghanim save in the last time. Didn't quite go that well. See if Crit's a bit more fortunate on that one. He's looking for that blink dagger we've seen be so common on these support weavers.
Dire's top shrine has fallen.
You all grouped up here, no smoke on either support. Playing very much together right now as forward. Basically doing the same thing. Realizing how precious this timing is around Roche. One pickoff will lead to a pretty significant advantage. 15 seconds till he's up, and both teams know it.
Yeah, Rezo needs to be very cautious, though. He's the one who can play alone, sure. The rest have to group up. He's got the haunt.
Dire's top tower
But he cannot be picked off by himself. And okay, so now a bit of a risky play. Oh, they're going to get the Roche. It spawns the second they walk into the pit. Yes, their tier 3's taking damage. There's a couple of catapults there, but the rest of forward gaming have gone back to their base, and they're going to be too far away for this one.
They just kill it so fast, though. It feels risky, but they just dropped Roche in sub 10 seconds. Another Aegis cheese for RTZ.
Is under attack.
Great composure from EG. Is it going to be enough, though? Smoke rotation now from forward on the way. They want to try to punish this. Ward on the high ground. In range of this sentry.
This is no Aether, no Blink Shaman, not exactly the best hero to be at front. At least if not, if you want an ace, it's a good catch. So
EG going to be able to dodge the gank. They're just going to head back up to their own high ground.
So it cost them like 2/3 the life, a little bit more on their tier 3 tower. But of course, with the soft chipping of Universe on this Pugna, just slow sieging it over and over, it's pretty hard to stop a tier 3 from going down anyway. It's going to be well worth it for an Aegis and a cheese. They just have to find that big fight. As we're being blessed there from Scrift, you can see the Aghanim Scepter picked up as well for our Luna and what that's doing. And up to a mad amount of damage with the additional damage from his in.
The Lena.
Oh, what did I say?
You said Luna.
Oh, that would be a lot of fun. That would be great.
There's absolutely no way.
I mean, who puts two heroes that are one letter off, first off? But anyway, I digress. It goes up to about 1050 with the bonus damage.
BKB Slicer.
The Dota Plus here, giving the nod over to Forward Gaming. Taking it from 18 minutes.
We all know how much Dota Plus likes Spectre, so let's not get too excited.
And we also know how often Dota Plus is kind of right, so maybe it's okay to love Spectre.
Funny how machine learning works like that. The Hurricane Pike now picked up for Luna, so RTZ getting a little more mobility for himself with Scotty queued up to finish off that last slot. BKB also up on S4. That is the 10-second charge as the Butterfly secured on resolution.
That's no buyback, though. I mean, that's a little dangerous against the Luna and Volker draft, who is Aegis and Cheese, to have no buyback.
Yeah. Especially
he does
with
have
Spectre.
Like 4k HP, though, so kind of helps.
Still, I mean, we've seen moments where, you know, Spectres hold that haunt, die, buy back, haunt again. I mean, that can be a game-ending play in the right context. There's certainly a degree of risk. Also closing in on that level 25 talent for resolution.
So
Highest level in the game by 2.
Yeah, just once again, Spectre, right? Being able to play by yourself the entire game, never having to split HP with any lurking heroes. Speaking of lurking, it's S4 way in the back line, kind of cutting off the side of forward from reacting to the rest of Dire. And
EG running low on structural resources. The Serpent Wards come down, they'll finish off another tier 3 tower. At a range of the barracks here, so not a
tier 2
big
bottom,
threat.
but EG maybe not sure what to do. They're kind of looking around the shrine, hoping to catch someone reacting to them. They're not going to end up going to push the tier 3.
Forward playing this so well right now with their aggressive movements, just not giving EG the openings.
They have a smoke on fly too. They might think about cutting them off here.
EG need to make some sort of a play if they want to regain this. It feels like Forward is going to be able to keep doing this chip away at their base, and eventually Megas will come out. They've got a lineup that can hold, but mid lane, S4, he's going to get jumped on. BKB not used in time. They've got the burst, and it's a dead axe without buyback.
Yeah, looking a little lost here from EG. They just can't find a play there. They're hoping someone's going to be coming back, maybe to deal with bot. They're going to run or something, but now Crit's starting to scout them out here. Doesn't look like there's a gem available.
Hesitating, though, cautious to get caught out there. No tier 3s remain for EG. They're going to grab Crit or staff back, but MSS is there. Another huge stomp connects on RTZ and Fly. The BKB Satanic are used. Luna trying to turn things around. but EG have already lost a lot. Resolution deep in the base, taking pretty heavy damage here. He gets disarmed, but able to Spectral Dagger back to the low ground.
He still had no buyback at the moment there, too.
A little risky. Still an Aegis on the Luna, but no BKB. EG do hold on, but it's costly.
Yeah, that was Aegis and Cheese you're fighting into while there's also no Spirit Vessel on your team, too, so...
Here it is, Trent. It's queued up. The Rapier for Arteezy on the Luna. EG feeling the pressure, knowing they need to do something wild to regain the footing here and have a chance in this game. Going to go all in on that big item. He still needs a little bit of farm to go. Probably going to pick it up after the Aegis.
S4 looking to clean up his game here, looking for that one big call. 3-8-0. Can he finally get a big one on the board here? They run into each other.
Instead, he gets hexed. MSS again with a good stomp. Now the wards come down. Arteezy in the back line, trying to do some damage. S4 able to live thanks to the time lapse. BKBs get used, but Arteezy taking huge damage from the War ultimate. That's the Aegis, only for SVG. Now a taunt onto the Spectre. The Tombstone comes down. MSS playing out of his mind right now. Finds two without buyback. It's basically just Arteezy and Sumail. BKB's on, but they do not have the damage. EG need to get the hell out of here. Forward are going to clean this up. Trying to pursue MSS again, but this time he'll get pushed back, and Arteezy brings him down. Compliments to the Hurricane Pike.
Oh, that tip is 100% deserved. MSS barely any vision there as he's about to hop in, and Arteezy somehow manages to grab him at the last moment with that push. Fantastic maneuver there, and you gotta love the respect from MSS instantly.
Incredible performance on this Centaur so far.
He's definitely been the highlight of this one for me, I have to say.
Making these team fights feel impossible for EG.
And we get to watch it again here. So S4, like, they're just kind of bumping each other, and as I said, S4 instantly hexed up too, but that time-lapse save was there in time to help things out. But, well, back in our main game, we got ourselves a Hunt. They're on the crit.
He's gonna go down, and now Luna in a lot of trouble. 10 seconds on the BKB, has a Satanic, makes it down to the low ground, but disarmed,
got buyback.
Life drain, that'll secure a double. Arteezy and crit in the grave. Resolution with the aggressive tip. 30 seconds on Ross Awards, so they won't be able to just cripple these barracks straight away, but Arteezy might be forced into a buyback here. Crit will not have it. 75 seconds on the sideline for this Weaver. Buyback is on cooldown. Whip also available, and there it is as S4 jumps in. He will grab Lena, but gets hexed straight away. The Cataclysm doesn't connect on much. BKBs get popped. Arteezy's back in the fray. They need to get something out of this. Resolution just feels too damn tanky as he's in the front lines. S4 able to survive just barely. But Sumail not going to be so lucky. He buys back now. Barracks still standing, but SVG, he's got the Serpents, and they're going to do the work for him. Melee Barracks will go down. Forward, staying on the low ground, not taking any undue risk. Half the Barracks now down for EG.
Starting to see a pretty common theme with a lot of the best heroes. Oh, we finally get ourselves another replay here. Well, we had one replay into another replay, and there you go. That time-lapse save that was there, nearly giving another life to Arteezy, but still going to be enough. Yeah, will end up falling, but
you know, even if Arteezy wants this rapier, now very far away after that buyback, is absolutely forced into it, but still has a whole Sacred Relic to farm where the big damage comes out, as Scotty is now going to be the 6th slot for the Spectre. Also queuing up the Abyssal Blade to replace those boots. Rezo's going full raid boss, baby.
So much HP and survivability. And you combine that up with Butterfly too, but...
You think the rapier is enough? If he's able to pick it up?
There's no other option, honestly. I think rapier is completely fine. No, I don't think it's enough, but it's an opportunity, right? It just relies on S4. He has to find a call. It's been a very hard game. No doubt about it. It's been a lot of great vision from forward, making his life difficult. Doesn't have a Shadow Blade, so that's
played around the axe so well between MSS and SVG.
And like the spread too, you saw what always looks like it's going to be a good call, and it's only one hero. Like they're all just outside the radius, but Rezo, he's scouting.
He's going to walk him to the high ground. S4 was ready and waiting this time, but Rezo's just not taking any damage. This Spectre is so beefy. Forward will be forced back, but EG not able to find a kill. Now Hex onto Sumail. There's the Haunt. BKBs get popped. They're trying to bring him down, but they've already lost S4 and Fly, only in exchange for SVG. Crit now in the back line will get brought down. And MSS winning this battle against Arteezy. All 4 down for EG. No buybacks. It is only Sumail as the GG is called. We're going to a game 3. Similar score to game 1, except this time it's Forward that take it 33-13.
Excellent play here from Forward Gaming. They just they started fighting their way. That game, okay, I've seen a common trend here.